started.
Oh my God, it's recording.
What is going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? I'm Swifty.
It's going horrible.
I'm here with Alter. And do you want me to call you by your real name or by Batman Ultra?
Either one. Batman Ultra 7.
Okay, so we're here with Batman, literally.
Yes.
We're here with Alter.
69 on
Swifty.
Tinder.
And today we're just going to kind of talk about experiences, just stuff, just like if we were sitting together having a cup of coffee.
I'll teach you all about the word of Jesus.
Yes.
That's for the
3:16.
apologetics count. Yeah. John 3:16.
Yes. I think you all know it.
Great podcast, guys. All right.
Oh my gosh. All right,
Don't die. Corona.
So I hope everybody's doing good. It is really storming here, so I'm just hoping my power doesn't go out. We lost our power for
I'm
2
gonna
days.
laugh if it happens.
What are we supposed to do if that happens?
I don't know. Just be like,
If he
okay.
leaves the meeting, we know why.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulty. That's why I left the meeting. But it's been like really rainy for like the past couple of days. We lost our power for like 2 days yesterday.
Depression.
Sounds like Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah,
I've
not
been
much.
there before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Oh, I went there for my grandfather's funeral.
Oh, that sucks. But I mean,
God,
it
just
is
depressing immediately.
That's
there is some.
That's where he grew up.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, in Newville, Pennsylvania.
I don't know where that is, and I'm a
It's a very
Pennsylvanian, so
small town.
Are you stupid, Joshua?
yeah. Dude, you have no idea, guys. So like, I was just before I joined the call, I was listening to some music, and I was like getting really angry because I'm playing Arkham Knight, trying to get 3 stars on every challenge map, and
Of course.
the last
Just
2
listen
I'm
to, like,
on.
screamo rap music. It always helps.
The last 2 I'm on is Flawless, which is you cannot break a combo and you cannot get hit. And then the other one is Azrael's Atonement, and you just can't get hit. It's
I'm telling
horrible.
you, blast some 6ix9ine in your earphones.
Bro, I would probably jump out my window if I blasted
You're
6ix9ine.
mad. I'm back.
The one thing that triggers me about that game is the Riddler challenge.
Yeah.
I have yet to like 240% complete that game.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've not ever. I'm just now getting into the freaking New Game Plus. I never play New Game Plus.
What?
I've finished City and Night. I haven't finished
I've
Asylum.
100% completed Asylum.
I've played every one and beaten them like.
We know you live streamed it.
That was one
I was
time
your
I
only
live streamed the
viewer.
whole
What are you
thing.
talking about?
I know you were my only viewer. But no, it's insane. I can't stand it. Like, it's fun for the first couple, like 10 minutes, and then if you don't beat it, you're like, I want to fucking kill you. So
It's not even that bad for the challenge maps. Just the Riddler trophies and stuff. That always gets me.
It's annoying.
oh yeah,
What's
I
that?
mean-
What are those ones where you have to throw like the remote control battering at like some random thug?
Oh yeah.
Those ones. drive me
oh
nuts.
yeah. What was I
Like
gonna say?
I actually would have killed a man.
You're supposed to be
yeah.
Batman.
I know. But so yeah, that's really all I was doing today. I haven't really been doing much.
I have not realized that there's so much of Arkham Knight I've not played. I only have like a third of the DLC.
Like, you only have a third, or you've only done a third?
I've only have a third.
Oh, you don't have the season pass.
No.
I
I
love
bought the game last year.
I love playing as the original Batman, as the Golden Age Batman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
play as Christian Bale
Yeah.
because I can't get over the fact that he was my Batman.
He was my Batman too. I'm not. Well, actually, I mean,
If you
Here's
say
the thing about
Affleck, I'm gonna
Christian
throw
Bale.
the Snyder Cut at you.
don't hold on. Hear me out. Listen. All right, so I didn't watch The
you
Dark
have no
Knight till I
say.
was 10 years old, right? So I was 10 7 years ago. So that was like 3 years after The Dark Knight came out or something. And I loved it. But then I saw Batfleck, and I was a little bit older, so I could understand it better. And
Yeah.
he's not my definitive Batman, Ben Affleck, but he's definitely the one that I grew up like I had the hype for the most because like I was
How do you block someone on Zoom?
I was 13 when Batman v Superman came out. I like saw it in the theaters. I have a poster over there of the one I got in the theaters.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that in the theaters.
Oh, it was so great. Oh my god.
I mean, I can't really argue. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
You're going to hell, bro. No, I'm just kidding. No, but dude,
The two choices that will get you killed on the internet: liking Tom Holland as Spider-Man or liking Batman.
I think Tom Holland would be a good Spider-Man if John Watson had a
You guys
direct
see
movie.
my tweet about everyone getting political in the Batman community? You can't do crap without someone yelling, "Screw Trump!"
I know.
I mean,
Twitter
politics
makes me angry.
Politics.
I've deleted Twitter twice this week, and then got back on it like 5 minutes later because I have an addiction. It's actually a problem.
Yeah. I used to hate Twitter, but like I hopped back on once I started the Swifty channel, and then like, all right, here's a thing that kind of it doesn't irritate me, but it upset me when it happened. So on my original Twitter account, Slickmoth was following me, and this was like when Slickmoth was kind of like he wasn't huge, but he was like getting big. This was like 2016, 2017, and I don't know what I did.
You watched your Twitter and you had like a mental breakdown.
I don't know what I did.
You were in a Discord call with me whenever it happened.
He unfollowed me on my original Twitter, and I don't know what I did to him.
I remember when I liked Slickmoth.
I still love
people are
Slickmoth.
confusing.
I like them all. People are confusing. I mean, I'm Josh, so I probably did something to maybe like I like said something about his shit. I have no idea. He's no Grace Randolph.
He's
though.
very egotistic.
Yeah. I don't think Slickmoth's egotistical.
Are you gonna make a video about how?
Just gonna expose Slickmoth diss track. How about that, boy?
What was it? Narcissistic.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe she blocked me and you for.
I've never
She
talked to
blocked
her.
me, and then I commented on her video, unblock me, baby. And she unblocked me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! What the hell?
I commented as a joke. No, dude, me and my friend, I'm friends with this YouTuber named The Worst Critic, right? So me and him on Discord, we're going back and forth because we were both blocked by Grace Randolph, and we were both like, yeah, one of us has to get unblocked by her. And so he was like spamming in her comments. I spammed in her comments. She blocked him, but she unblocked me.
Dude, it's crazy. Like on my Grace Randolph video that I posted last night, I have a bunch of people that are like, "Oh my god, dude, you block people too." But the whole point of my video was to say that you don't block people for no reason.
Yeah.
I have reasons to block people.
Yeah.
What's that? Like, there's this dude who worked at Konami. He's some Japanese game at Konami. He's a Japanese game developer. He will block you for saying hi. Yeah, you could be like, you can like add him or something. You'd be like, yeah, bro, I love your work on your games. He'll block you.
Why?
He just doesn't like. He doesn't like people filling up his notifications. So like, if we like one too many posts by him,
he should just mute everybody then.
Maybe he just doesn't like people.
Dude,
maybe.
Dude, there's this whole video about it by some dude I can't remember the name of. I'll have to send it to you guys. It's really fun.
I mean,
yeah,
he went to a Japanese game convention just to ask them how many people he's blocked.
I mean, the fact is, maybe game developers just don't like people.
Right, yeah, that could be the case. I mean, we know this from WB Montreal.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are shitty at leaks and just horrible at promoting games.
I mean, that was the problem with Arkham.
They're not even a company anymore. I'm just not considering them a company anymore.
They're just non-existent until we get some news.
You just don't acknowledge their authority.
I know. Like, I mean, I made a video a while back about not blaming WB Montreal because it's really not their fault.
WB Montreal.
No, I mean, it's not their fault that they can't release anything. It's all WB. WB has terrible marketing. That's the problem.
They just.
I mean, have you
they
not
want to
noticed
base everything like around the movies. which is a problem because that's not how you sell things is by movies. Okay, it's not 2004.
Well, actually, why don't we talk about that a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson is my dream person.
Your dream person? Well,
yes.
Like what I'm getting at is like, why don't we discuss like, I mean, DC. We know DC has terrible marketing. Like and it's not DC. It's
at least the DCEU is back on track now. They finally know what the freak they're doing.
Do they? I haven't really been following.
Yeah, there's like there's this leak by this like insider for like the like all the Warner Brothers movie stuff. Like he was the one who leaked the Godzilla MonsterVerse like a year before that even happened.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, see the thing about
he recently made a tweet saying that like they're getting all these like actors back into DCEU.
Yeah, I know Henry Cavill might come back. I'm pretty sure he's coming.
He already is confirmed to come back, I think.
Ezra Miller, obviously, is coming back.
Yeah. Ray Fisher showed
remember when he attacked that woman?
Yeah, I watched it. It was like, what are you talking about?
I swear to God, everyone was making a big deal about it. I'm just like, are you guys ignoring the fact this was posted on April 1st?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even that convincing of a video.
Right. Yeah, like, oh, shit. Sorry.
Everyone made a big deal about it, and it's just like, society really can't take a joke, my guy.
Yeah, it sucks. And
I mean,
like,
April 1st is no longer a holiday. April 1st is canceled.
So what were you saying, AJ?
Just think about it. If The Office came out now,
mm-hmm.
everybody would hate it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because Michael is racist and sexist.
Yeah.
I still
according to now standards.
It's funny because it's Steve Carell.
Right.
I mean, he's well-meaning.
Right. And he's known throughout Hollywood as being like very kind of
is it bad
neutral
I have not seen the
politically. And that's how actors should be. Actors shouldn't be spewing out their political views because it just makes me not want to watch them.
I'm really hating Seth Rogen's Twitter right now.
I think Seth Rogen's funny, but like
Pineapple Express is the greatest piece of cinema.
I mean, he is hilarious.
Pineapple Express is probably in my top 5 favorite comedies.
Have you ever seen The Green Hornet, starring Seth Rogen as?
Don't ever bring that film up. Ever. That movie is just disgraceful.
Greatest
so bad.
Of all time, bro. Have you even seen Sausage Party?
I did, and I did not like it at all.
My brother was that in theaters. No, dude, I was friends. I'm like in 2nd grade when that movie came out.
Yeah.
And one of my friends got taken to it by his mom because his mom thought it was like some Toy Story movie. She didn't even see the trailer. And I feel so bad for her, man.
Well, see, the thing about Seth Rogen is that like he's been in some like really successful box office films.
Yeah.
And then some like really shitty rated films, but then he's been in some really good rated films and some shitty box office movies.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys you can't figure out if he's good or not.
Right, like he's kind of a mixed bag.
Like
I will always have respect for him for making some of my favorite comedies, like in the genre.
Well, The Interview is actually pretty funny, and it's underrated. I think The Interview really
said he was gay in that one.
Have you ever
seen? What the fuck just happened? Eminem just said he was gay on our show. Twice.
Gay great. Meaning I'm a homosexual.
That was great.
But
what were you saying, AJ?
Have you ever seen Freaks and Geeks?
Oh, you know what? I saw an episode of it, and it was really good.
Amazing. It's one season. It should have gotten more.
Yeah, I know.
It was ahead of its time.
It was, and it started off these really funny comedy actors like Jason Segel is in it.
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco, he started in there, and then that catapulted him to Spider-Man. Was that before or after Spider-Man?
Oh, that was before. That was 90s. It was about the 80s, just basically 10 years after.
There was a movie that starred a lot of like big name actors in it, and it was like a financial failure, but it was meant to hype up an original Xbox game.
What movie was
you talking about?
I'm trying to think about it. I can't remember it.
It sounds like a weird conspiracy theory.
It's called Grandma's Boy. That's what the movie's called.
Oh yeah.
Grandma's Boy.
That's actually
that was meant to hype up. That whole movie was meant to hype up an Xbox game.
I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler produced that movie.
Oh,
Yeah, he produced it, and it starred.
It.
Yeah,
I have a
exactly.
vendetta.
That explains it.
I have a vendetta against Adam Sandler.
How come?
I still love Adam Sandler. Okay, even his bad movies still make me laugh.
He ruined Paul Blart. He ruined it.
What, the first or the second one?
Listen here, am I the only person who liked Pixels?
I agree. I was actually kind of okay with Pixels, just because
that was like my favorite movie of that year.
It's kind of cliche, like you know what's gonna happen, but like it was fun, like it was okay, it was cool. Like video games come to life.
It still has some of the best visual effects in like a video game movie.
It kind of does the same thing for me when I watch Batman and Robin, because it's so ridiculous that it's funny.
Batman Forever is a good movie.
Batman Forever, all right, like
that gets really too much hate.
I haven't spoken too much on Batman Forever, but like
it's just I think people hated it because it came right after the Tim Burton films, which were all dark and serious.
Yeah, but like, all right,
like,
here's my gripe.
Like a great adaptation of like the Silver Age Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't deny that, but like, I think my one issue with it is like, all right, so the first line in the movie Batman says, he's like, "Shall I make you?" Yeah. Shall I make you something?
It's because
pay
they
you
were
something
sponsoring McDonald's.
Oh my god!
Because the whole movie is basically a commercial.
That's exactly right. It's the whole movie feels like you're in a commercial, and the problem I have with it is the shots of the film. The cinematography is not very good.
Yeah.
Like the colors and stuff, I really like. I like the design of Gotham, but they have like these really weird shots that I really don't like.
Also, Tommy Lee Jones is absolutely terrible.
He wasn't absolutely terrible. He had some great moments.
He's too goofy.
I like he's not Two-Face material. Like Two-Face is not a goofy character, and he never was.
Jim Carrey, I think, did a really good job with Riddler.
I think he did okay. I think what they were trying to do.
He wasn't the best pick, but I mean, he did good with what he had.
I think the issue with the Jim Carrey dilemma is that they were only doing it because he was like a really big comedy.
Yeah.
He was a really big name in Hollywood at the time. Like The Mask just came out.
Can we please just say how good Val Kilmer looked in the Batsuit?
He did. He looked really good, and I think his facial features in the Batsuit were really good.
I still think it's funny that his lip kind of hangs out.
Yeah,
like Val Kilmer always does.
Yeah.
That man is a mystery.
I agree. He's been in some really good movies, though. I can't lie. He's a good actor.
Top Gun.
Let me ask you guys this question about.
I'm not that big of a fan of Top Gun.
But
let me see the new one.
Let me ask you guys this question about Batman. All right.
Yeah.
Do you think it's okay for him to kill?
I was watching a video actually on this the other day, but I want AJ to answer that first.
For me, it goes completely against what he stands for. I mean, I will kind of defend. I will kind of defend the Batman versus Superman Batman because I think Ben Affleck did a great job.
If you want my answer on this topic, I think it's okay in certain degrees where it's like I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like it's fine for kill if it's like an only option type thing where it's like 50 million people are gonna die or something like that.
The thing with that is that, originally, sorry, my camera's like wiggling around. My first thing is that when I saw BVS in 2016, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. They're like changing the way Batman is.
You're
this
psychopathic.
This is like, it's a new way to like take the character. He's a lot darker. He kills. But then I like started analyzing it.
Make Batman even more dark. Make him African American.
I can't go there. I'm not going to go there.
Why did you have to say that?
I know. No, not in these times of race.
Hey, we need Batwing. We need.
I told you I was going to get controversial at some point in this.
Batwing
Will
is a
Smith
really good character.
as Batwing.
Yeah, but
I
isn't
will
he a little
snap
bit
your neck.
old? Isn't he a little bit too old to play Batwing?
Come on, man, just use
What
the
the
aging
frig is the dude who
technology.
plays Finn? John Boyega or whatever the frig
John
his name is.
Boyega. I was
Yeah.
ranting about him the other day.
Yeah, you
Not
were
ranting,
ranting about
not
him, but I'm
ranting.
still thinking he would be a good Batwing.
He's not a bad actor in the sense of like he doesn't know what he's doing, but I think he's
just from him playing Finn in Star Wars.
But see, I
enough
think
to be a good.
I think Finn's a throwaway character. He's not like
They
he was
They didn't give him too much.
I also like
No.
The Last Jedi, so boo,
Right,
go
exactly.
to me.
The Last Jedi
Yeah.
Jedi is the only movie that gave him any focus. Like
right.
that's
And
the only
The
movie
Last
that
Jedi.
on him.
I have not seen Rise of Skywalker yet, so don't.
What, dude? Where are you living, bro?
Are you living under a rock?
I only I have Disney Plus, so I can go watch it anytime. I just don't choose to.
How are you a comic book commentator
Yeah.
and you haven't seen Rise of Skywalker? It came
Because I
out in
watch
December.
Batman. I only
It's
watch
June.
Batman.
Well, see, the thing is I used to be like that. I used to only
Gotham
watch
by the
it.
time that movie came out.
You binge what?
I binged Gotham and the Pennyworth
Oh.
show. I was busy watching those when that
See,
came out.
that's actually-
Also the Harley Quinn series came out at the same time, and
Yeah.
Titan season. Jesus Christ, there was a lot of stuff that came out.
There was.
Like that December part of 2019, that had a lot of DC shows like drop seasons right there.
Well, DC, the
Crisis
good
went
thing.
on that year, or that month. God,
I'm just glad that DC's kind of like getting back up from like the
Yeah.
fall that they had. They were like,
they know what they're doing with their cinematic universe from all these
Yeah.
leaks that I'm hearing.
see, the problem with them at first is they didn't know where to go. See,
They were
Zack
trying to
Snyder.
copy Marvel.
Yeah, and well, I think that was most relevant
Well, now
in
they're bringing back
Justice
the
League.
majority of their actors. They can
I
finally
mean,
continue.
their
with
problem was they were
versus
like
instead
a
of just
they were
like-
like a kid trying to cut to the finish line.
Right, and
having
like
their
Joss
cake and
Whedon,
eating it too.
Joss Whedon did a really great job on Avengers, and
Yeah.
I love the first
I
Avengers
think
movie.
Josh Whedon would do good on a Superman movie. They should give him rights.
I
to
don't,
Superman
because
too.
he fucking ruined Justice League. He destroyed that
he
movie.
didn't. I swear to God, it was Zack Snyder's parts that were the worst part of that movie.
No,
Actually,
Justice League.
it was the confliction of directions.
Right, it was like both of their ideas
I swear,
were
like,
clashing.
if it was just Zack Snyder's vision, like how the
Yeah.
Snyder Cut would be, I think it'd be really good. If it was just Joss Whedon's version, I still think it would be really good.
But see, that's the issue is
because they both have really different perspectives of how the Justice League film could have been.
right. But that's the problem is
That would be
Joss Whedon completely ignored what Zack Snyder was doing.
Personally, I fit more towards Josh Whedon's vision of Justice League.
Well, okay. Here's
He
the
had-
thing.
Have
He
you
didn't
seen that
ha-
ending
he
scene,
didn't
bro? Where it's
have a vision
where
because
Right, exactly.
He
He
was
didn't
just
really have a
finished-
vision.
that ending Superman scene was incredible in Justice League. You can't tell me it wasn't.
Wait, where he fights Steppenwolf? You mean?
No, not that. It's like after the big fight, and it's like Lois Lane narrating.
I haven't watched the movie. in,
honestly, I've zoned
year.
out that movie.
yeah, it's so uninteresting to me. Like it was, in my opinion, I don't think it's the weakest DCEU movie because there is some okay parts in it.
Yeah.
But
I
I
love
don't-
Justice League. Okay, I love that. Movie.
I mean, I have a poster of it right there, but
I don't think we remember
I-
asking.
You didn't ask. I was just showing you. But I don't know. Justice League it was like a departure from the atmosphere that BVS and Man of Steel had
Yeah.
already created.
Because
And Wonder
can't-
Woman was a great movie, and it continued that atmosphere to a really good extent.
you can't just take a total
I don't
shift.
think DC characters work in a lighthearted tone.
That's exactly the thing.
They
That's
do-
why I
they
don't
do.
like Justice League.
I mean, I just don't like some scenes of Justice League. The only scene I really dislike is whenever they first bring Superman back to life and he fights the League.
I thought that was a really.
I hate that scene. The rest of the
I mean,
movie
it's so
fine,
bad.
but that scene just makes me want to.
Joss Whedon
Like
is
an
just
orphanage.
trash at cinematography. Like I watched. Slickmoth was talking about how Joss Whedon is
Have
like,
you seen Age of Ultron?
I love Age of Ultron.
I love Age of Ultron.
The cinematography in that film is gorgeous.
It is.
It makes me rethink my sexuality.
If Joss Whedon ever got full control, he would do great. But it's always studio interference.
Studio interference always screws up, like any movie.
But the thing is, it was Zack Snyder's movie, So
Right, and that's the thing is he shouldn't have stepped on all over Zack Snyder's film like that
He should have just finished what Zack had started instead of just trying to fit in his own personal agenda into the movie.
Well, it's
right,
like,
exactly.
It's like this. It's if you wrote like 3/4 of a book and then had some entirely different writer finish it.
Right.
Because it just doesn't make sense.
Justice League feels like one of those compilation comics where it fits in like 3 different issues from 3 different storylines into one like graphic novel. That's what that movie feels like to me.
I'm kind of confused here though, because you really like it, or do you like?
I love it, but I'm just saying like it's so tonally different.
Yeah, I
I
don't hate it, but I really dislike it. I'm like closer to hating it.
Of course, I'm gonna go watch that. Okay.
I mean, for me, it's like there's a measuring. There's greatness like Dark Knight, and then there's Batman and Robin, which is so bad it's funny.
Right.
And then there's
like Steel, which is just bad.
Which is just it's sad.
Yeah, Justice League is sad.
It just it pains me to watch it because it's not so bad it's funny. It's so bad that it hurts me.
I don't even think it's like so bad. I think it's just a decent movie where it's like it's not horrible, but I mean it's not like greatness.
Every time I watch the movie too, like I was watching a couple scenes from it the other day, like the fight scene where Cyborg's dad is like Steppenwolf is interrogating all these people and the Justice League shows up. I was watching it and I was like, dude, this is like Avengers Endgame 2. It's like it feels like an Avengers movie. No, it feels like an Avengers movie because of it's not even so much that the characters are so lighthearted, it's just the tonality of the film.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's go, superheroes. Like
I say, DC characters don't fit in a lighthearted tone.
Yeah.
The only
Spider-Man.
The only DC character I think could fit in a Avengers MCU type tone would be Superman.
Well, I don't think they should go for Marvel tone.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's the only person I could think that is in that tone.
Well, lighthearted tone goes for like Superman, Flash.
Yeah.
But you should always strive for a mix of both because
I mean, it depends on what type of Flash story you want to tell. Flashpoint would definitely not be a Marvel tone.
I think it'd be great if they did something like that, like bring in multiverses eventually later on in the DCEU, because Flashpoint is an amazing story that if you got the right actors, you could seriously make a great film out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could.
I really want Ben Affleck to come back as Thomas Wayne Batman.
So do I, but I actually think here's the thing is like they're making the Batman film, Matt Reeves.
That's gonna be great.
I think it's gonna be really good.
I'm still confused on the Matt Reeves film. Is that
takes place in the 90s?
I keep hearing different things. Like some people say it's in a completely different universe from everything. It's a young Ben Affleck.
There's 2 universes. There's the one they're basically throwing out, the Snyderverse. And then there's this new universe, which is going to have Wonder Woman, Aquaman, some Superman, which may be Henry Cavill, and new Batman.
So what's the point of the leak saying that they're bringing back all these actors though? Like, are these new actors in the new universe, or are these new actors continuing the Snyderverse?
It's not continuing the Snyderverse. It's keeping the parts that worked.
I'm just so very confused on this whole multiverse. They've screwed themselves up so much. They should have just kept on going.
I mean, I actually had an idea when I watched the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, which I have mixed feelings on, which I won't go into detail. But they should have used that to take out all the stuff that didn't work and keep the stuff that did.
Because them bringing in Ezra Miller gave them that chance. They could have said, okay, we're crossing this over. Something could have happened. Right, exactly.
I had this one idea for Flashpoint, though, is that when he goes back in time, it could alter the universes, which would take out, like, Jared Leto and Ben Affleck and replace it with Robert Pattinson and Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin?
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Whatever. However you I can't listen here. I don't pronounce names right.
Dude, see, the issue with the whole Joaquin Phoenix thing is I would love to see a Joker sequel, but at the same time, I think Joker is so perfect the way it is.
Well, you would mess it up with a sequel.
Right, and it's like because the ending is up for your interpretation.
With me though, like even though the ending and all that's supposed to be its own interpretation, I still can't pronounce it. Right.
Oh my god, dude!
Listen here, I woke up like 3 hours ago. But even though it's supposed to be its own interpretation, I still, how do I say this? Like, there's so much you could expand upon still, though. That whole world of Gotham.
But
there is, I agree.
The thing with sequels is you might want.
I mean,
you might really.
In my opinion, you shouldn't expand upon the Joker character. You should expand upon the Gotham.
Yeah, but then that defeats the whole purpose of having a Joker standalone film in the first place. Like, because if you're gonna make, Joker is its own universe. So if you have DC is so fucked up right now. They have the DCEU, which is the Batman. I guess that's starting off the new stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have the Snyderverse DCEU, which is half keeping, half throwing away.
Yeah.
And then there's a Jokerverse, which we never thought was going to ever happen. There's a fucking Jokerverse now. So the problem with this is you're mixing all these things together.
So what now? There's a Jokerverse, a Snyderverse, and a DCEU, okay?
And an Arrowverse.
It's like this freaking...
You're right.
God.
I forgot about the Arrowverse.
It's like on Rick and Morty where
the dead
it's like on Rick and Morty where the Macy's strike. I want to die.
AMU.
We all want to die.
Then there's the dead DC AMU.
Wait, the DC?
That universe is done though.
Yeah, because they finished it with Darkseid War. Also,
there's too many freaking live action because they are apparently continuing. They're continuing on the Arrowverse, the DCU, the Snyderverse, the Jokerverse. If that gets a sequel, which it most likely will. And then now what? Like, what else is there? There's the Titanverse.
DC. The problem with DC is they're all over the place with universes as well. They like as much as I can.
They have the perfect opportunity for Flashpoint to fix all of these. At least the movie universes, the TV show universes, they're fine, whatever, because they're not like convoluted. The movies are too convoluted. So what I think they could do is that they could just combine like all the movie universes into one Earth. If you think about it.
Yeah. Well,
because Flashpoint after Flash goes back and does this thing, I still think that they could de-age Ben Affleck or change his appearance to Robert Pattinson.
Well,
I don't want them to do that. No, he's done.
He said he's done with it.
And it's not even
that's why they should just go ahead and like do the Flashpoint where it replaces his appearance to Robert Pattinson's, where you could say like, oh, it's the same person. It's just the effects of Flashpoint made him look like the dude from Twilight.
But see, I think the thing with the Snyderverse is they have the perfect opportunity with this.
Yeah.
To literally make it like a multiverse. They could have Wonder Woman and the Justice League shit and Batman v Superman as a separate universe, whereas Robert Pattinson stuff creates another universe.
If you guys want to hear my theory about this whole DCEU, so the DCEU would be the theatrical versions of these movies, and then the Snyderverse or whatever would be the like director cuts of these films. So it would be like the BVS Ultimate Edition, the Snyder Cut, the Ayer Cut.
I don't even give a shit about the Ayer Cut.
I don't watch the Ayer Cut.
It's just a thing that is hinted at.
Because so I didn't care about that movie.
Me neither.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
that would be my theory, though.
I can't believe David Ayer had the balls to say, like, oh, we didn't see enough of Jared Leto's Joker. It was taken out. He was a piece of shit Joker. He was the worst thing that's ever been.
He had so much potential,
Dude,
though.
he had grills.
Because
I can't forget that.
all the stuff building up to the reveal of his Joker, like, if you guys remember that, like, 2015,
yeah,
where, like, they first announced his casting as the Joker, and then you would hear, like, his test footage of him laughing, and
plus he had a tattoo on his head. The Joker.
yeah, when they first revealed his look in, like, early 2016, I'm pretty sure the entire comic book community just died a little.
They froze. They were like,
they died a little on the
and when I saw it, I was like, we got Heath Ledger, and this is what we're getting in return.
Yeah,
we got the greatest Joker.
This is
that could have possibly blessed this earth.
I think they could replace it with Joaquin Phoenix.
But see, then they'd mess up the whole Joker universe. I think it'd be awesome if Joker was the Joker for Robert Pattinson's movies. But the problem is he's already the Joker for his universe.
That's why I said that the Flashpoint movie could bring in all these universes together.
Right.
Though. But I feel like I'm on, like, some crack cocaine right now discussing this, but
except that was convolute things.
Right, and Joaquin Phoenix, him having his own universe gives him the freedom to do whatever he wants. He's not held back by these superhero films. You know, I'm so glad that we finally have a Joker universe where if they do decide to make a sequel or sequels, that we can explore the character of the Joker that, like, we never could before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great opportunity.
I mean, they could.
I'm just speaking from, like, a everyday moviegoer. Like, it's too convoluted. So where DC has to do something. Like, I'm fine if you keep Joker separate, because, you know, make a Joker trilogy or whatever, and then call it quits with that universe. But I mean, like, for the whole Robert Pattinson stuff and the Snyder Cut and all this, like, you need to have Flashpoint bring all these things together, or it's gonna.
I don't think they will. Personally, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah, they're not.
And I think if they do it, it'll be something in the way distant future. Because DC, really, if we think about it, it started in 2013, but it's really just getting started.
Yeah,
is the issue. It's like we've been in almost 10 years.
I just that we don't get. No one tells us anything about these movies, which just makes us want to die inside.
And that, again, this comes down to Batman 2020, whatever the hell the video game is, if we're even getting something. I don't know. But this comes down to WB's marketing. And they are bad at marketing movies. They're bad at marketing comics. They're bad at marketing freaking video games.
The 5G stuff, is that still going on?
I think it might be. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably
5G supposed to reboot things. They're making, like, I don't know, gay superheroes or freaking, I don't know.
See,
They got Elseworld stuff going on, but sorry, it's not actually Elseworld. It's canon. Whoops, never mind. It's not canon again.
I do want to discuss something real quick that's kind of on my mind. Is that, like, something that's been on my mind is I recently just watched Birds of Prey, probably like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and I kind of, in a way, dislike it more than Suicide Squad.
I don't know. I would rather watch Suicide Squad, but that's just because that's more of a fun film.
It just, can I explain why? Like,
no, you can't.
Well, because I know you really like the movie out there.
Yeah, I really like Birds of Prey.
The problem with Birds of Prey is I think Harley Quinn's character as a whole doesn't make any sense.
I don't like the whole fact they're turning her into an anti-hero now. That's just...
Well, I don't like that fact, but I also don't like the fact that, okay, so how do you go from the girlfriend of the Joker, and I did really like the part of her kind of throwing Joker behind, her becoming her own thing.
Because she usually does that.
Right, exactly. But then I think that if they're going to use Joker again, that she should go back to the Joker. Because it's kind of a part of her whole character. Just because I really like freaking Birds of Prey does not mean I don't have problems with it.
Like the whole
Yeah.
Harley Quinn being an anti-hero thing, that was a big problem. My biggest problem though was everyone's like, you should fear Black Mask, you should fear Joker. Like we're not gonna just talk about there's a dude in a bat suit just on the rooftop,
Right.
every
And
corner in the city.
the issue is, my biggest issue is they treat Harley Quinn as if she never existed prior to this film. Like, she goes around, walks around the streets. No cops are coming after. Like, she's this like huge.
She's
she's this huge villain, girlfriend of the Joker,
that
committed
she's with
freaking
the Joker, so she has protection. Which I mean,
no,
fair enough.
but that's not how not how it works. I mean, Joker, did he have protection when he walked on the streets? No, the whole freaking GCPD probably would have been after him. And it's like Harley Quinn, goes to like this Chinese shop, and like she has a friend with like the manager, Mr. I don't remember his name, but
it's just a good movie. But if you want to watch
I
movie
didn't
that's comic book accurate,
it's not even logically accurate as the film. Like the film just it takes Harley Quinn, makes her act as if she never existed prior to the film. Like if we watch Suicide Squad, we know that the city is overran.
I still think that Suicide Squad's version of Harley is still the definitive live action Harley.
Well, it's the only live action Harley.
Well, I mean, she's basically a totally different character than she is in Birds of Prey.
Right, and that's the problem and that's the same shit with Justice League, is they're like switching gears on us, and I think they should keep one and throw out the other.
I don't mind you switching gears on a character as long as it's still a good story.
I didn't think Birds of Prey was anything interesting, and I think Black Mask was really underused.
Yeah,
I think
Black Mask can be a really cool character.
They just wasted him like that.
Yeah,
because dude, imagine a
Battle for the Cowl storyline is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Imagine I'm trying to think how to imagine a film in the Robert Pattinson trilogy that has Black Mask as the main villain.
And that's another thing. They didn't use his Black Mask virtually ever. I mean, it was there, since two scenes.
Since the Robert Pattinson movie is in the 90s, I wonder if one of the movies in the trilogy could have Black Mask show up, because it would be before Birds of Prey.
Well, one of the things I love about Black Mask, the tragedy of this character, because I don't know if either of you know this, but his origin is like the Black Mask is like burned onto his face.
Right, exactly. And they did that in Arkham City, and then they fucked it up in Arkham Knight. But that's the whole. Yeah.
I really want more of the Birds of Prey themselves.
Also,
I wasn't big on them.
Also, as a screenwriter,
I really liked especially Huntress's character. That was the best.
She was a good character.
Like Huntress, and I really liked Black Canary. Those two specifically, I want more of them.
Since I wrote my superhero script, as he knows.
Okay, keep bragging.
I learned how to write with a multi-hero story.
Right.
And I don't think the writers of Birds of Prey really understood that.
Right.
You have to give full attention to.
If it was full attention on Harley Quinn, this movie, like Birds of Prey, would have been like up there with some of the best comic book films, in my opinion.
Well,
if they focused fully on Harley Quinn and they like had some parts changed where it was like logically made sense.
I feel it shouldn't have been called the Birds of Prey movie, because the Birds of Prey are awesome.
The name of it halfway through when it
are awesome characters, and it wasn't really a Birds of Prey movie. It was a Harley Quinn movie.
I feel like they should have just made the Birds of Prey completely separate, because I mean, like I said, I want more of those characters. So a whole movie of them and then a whole movie of Harley Quinn would have been way better.
I think that obviously I don't think DC should do anything exactly similar to Marvel. I think that they need to be their own thing, because that's why Justice League did bad. Yeah, but I think they need to start. I mean, we cannot deny Marvel has incredible marketing.
Mm-hmm.
They know exactly what they're doing. They know what the fans want, and they're going to put that out there. Yeah, it's Disney, exactly. And they've been around the block long enough to understand what fans want.
It's 12 years now.
And
for Marvel, yeah.
And now they have the three things I want most right now: X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man.
I know.
If they screw
Me too.
up Deadpool, I'm actually suing Disney.
Oh yeah, that's right. They fucking bought Deadpool. I forgot
yeah.
about that. Oh my god.
I
was so upset.
If there's a Deadpool 3 trailer and it's announced to be PG-13, I'm rioting.
No,
Like they
I'm
are
pretty
right
sure
now.
They're not going to do it.
They said they were staying rated R with Deadpool.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm still like just allow Ryan Reynolds like creative control. I know that because that's my main issue with Marvel. They don't give creative control, which is fine when it comes to like marketing and stuff, but like keeping a universe, but it just doesn't allow the films to reach their true potential of being good
Except,
films.
have you seen? I mean, do you remember Thor Ragnarok? Taika Waititi, he got full control, and he.
But I mean, it's like, like
Great
if
news.
you have to agree with the bigger picture with Disney, or you can't have full control.
I
Because
kind of agree with
that's
that.
what happened to Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm pretty sure.
That was Marvel
That was
does.
a train wreck of a film.
You didn't like Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Nah, fam.
I haven't seen it yet.
I
Really?
watched it on Netflix.
I really liked it.
Also, Endgame was a train wreck too.
I didn't like Endgame either. I wasn't a big fan. There was some stuff in Endgame that I really liked.
Endgame had some really good scenes. It's just
The
they
time
made
travel
it too
logic.
long. They made it too
triggers
long,
me.
and they made it too kid friendly, in my opinion. Like if you took out like all the modern day references and all that stuff, and you like stopped dumbing down the audience, you could have made a truly good film.
No, see, I think the Fortnite thing and all that stuff. I think that was hilarious. I think it added.
No,
It was
I didn't
hilarious.
think those were funny. I thought it was
Hilarious.
But,
I was laughing.
But and like the fat Thor parts,
That was kind of bad.
that was horrible. They ruined his whole character arc. They had so much potential set up because Thor was the only person who had the chance to kill Thanos in Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have had a good character moment of Thor with Thanos, and you never got that in that movie.
Also,
Instead, you just got this dumbed-down version of the character. And then there's Professor Hulk, who, like, even though Hulk never really got a big, like, story arc.
Well, he did through
like,
Thor Ragnarok, and
still, you had you still had so much potential to do with the character, especially now that you own Wolverine. You could do like a Hulk versus Wolverine film and stuff like that. And
Did you guys see that animated film, Hulk versus
Oh,
Wolverine?
yeah.
I love that movie. I love that film.
I swear to God, if they did that in live action, it would have been like Oscar worthy. I'm not even kidding.
Well, the thing about superhero movies is I don't think people deem them as Oscar worthy. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I think some of them are. I 100%. I mean,
I think the ones that do win Oscars are ones that definitely do deserve it. Like Dark Knight.
well, Dark Knight never won an Oscar. Only Heath Ledger won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean that was for Dark Knight though. Like his
Yeah, but
performance in Dark Knight.
It was for his performance, but it wasn't the actual film that got him the Oscar. It was his performance, his interpretation.
I know, but I mean,
and that was the same with Joaquin
still,
Phoenix.
Yeah, I know, but still, whatever. You know, it's a comic book film that got someone to win an Oscar.
But I just mean specifically the film itself. No comic book movie I don't think has ever won an Oscar. I don't think ever in history.
Black Panther was nominated for Best Film.
Yeah,
but
even though I did not agree with Best Film, like I do like Black Panther, I just didn't think it was like Best Film.
I think Chadwick Boseman is a good choice for Black Panther, but I don't think they're doing the right things with the character.
I
really like the movie. I think did everything right. It didn't really feel like an MCU film.
Did I see him in what?
42. The movie about Jackie Robinson. He played Jackie Robinson.
No, I didn't see that, but I watched the trailer a couple days ago.
It was really good.
Actually.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch movies.
It had Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And he was really good in that too.
I think. Have you guys seen Regarding Henry?
Nope.
Henry. I don't think so.
You both of you need to watch it. It is probably Harrison Ford's greatest role. Obviously, I think it's his greatest role that it showed what his true acting skills were as a dramatic actor. It is really he has
a lot of range.
Yeah, it's a really emotional movie.
Have you ever seen?
Makes you cry, definitely.
I think I don't know. I hadn't seen many Harrison Ford roles besides Han Solo. I watched this year had Call of the Wild come out recently.
I didn't see that yet.
That was actually a really good movie by Disney. They took a W with that movie. that film, it was so emotional, and it did show off a good amount of his acting skills.
Yeah.
I know, even though the movie was basically about like the whole wolf thing, the CGI wolf that they had throughout the whole movie, it was still a really well written film, and Harrison Ford did bring a pretty decent performance, like he always does.
The thing about the people who play in the Star Wars films is, like, I'm gonna say for one, Mark Hamill. I don't think he's a great actor. I think he's great as Luke Skywalker, but I don't really like his acting. I think he's a great voice actor.
Dude, he's great at. He has like some legendary voice acting roles right after.
I agree.
Star Wars.
But I don't think
he went from Star Wars and he played who all did he play? He played
Joker.
Well, no crap. Joker. You guys ever watch Regular Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played no, he played the
Muscle Man.
Muscle Man.
No, he didn't play Muscle Man. He played Skips too.
He played both of them?
Did he play both of them?
He played a lot of
characters. He played
in
Muscle Man. He played Muscle Man.
He did play Skips.
He played Skips. I know that. So
his voice comes out more.
Or wait, no, it wasn't Muscle Man. Yeah, it was Skips. I always get them confused because Muscle Man is fat and Skips is really like buff. Yeah, he played Skips. My bad.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I don't think Mark Hamill has a lot of acting range as an actor. I think I
have not seen Mark Hamill in anything live action though besides Star
That's
Wars.
The problem is he
did play the trickster in the
Flash. Yeah, he did.
In the 1990 show and in the new one.
Oh, he was the Hobgoblin in the 90s.
He was Hobgoblin.
He was really good as that.
He had some. Looking back, he's like a great voice actor.
I mean, that was a great show.
But I mean, like
the 90s Spider-Man is on my top 10 of cartoons.
Me too. I think it's one of the greatest TV shows ever made. I think it's
90s Spider-Man.
I'm trying to think of my top 3
series.
Animated superhero shows.
X-Men was great.
Yeah.
X-Men was great.
The theme song.
What is it? Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my top 3 animated superhero shows.
Have you guys ever seen the Hulk TV show from like the 70s or the 80s? I think.
Oh yeah.
I have like a DVD box set of it. It's great.
Dude, I have like a collector's edition of the entire Adam West Batman series.
Oh, I have the movie. I have the movie on DVD.
Mine comes with a movie, a documentary about the movie, all the seasons of the show, and an original script from an episode.
I really love personally. I mean, I have like a love for this TV show. Is the Spider-Man 67 show.
Yes.
I love that TV show.
Did you ever watch Spider-Man?
You know, fun little fact, that's actually a really good adaptation of the 60s Spider-Man.
What did you say, AJ?
Did you ever see Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very indifferent to that series.
I don't hate everything.
It has Icicle Man, and it has...
I don't hate
Icicle Man.
Firefox. I think that was what his name was. Something like that.
It was something fire something.
Dude, I feel bad because there was actually a really good Spider-Man show that aired the exact same day. It aired the exact same day as Spider-Man His Amazing Friends. But Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends was more popular, so that 80s Spider-Man show got canceled after like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Which actually was sad because they had like some really good voice talents in that show.
Well, do you guys want to talk about like what we're currently working on or something? Switch gears a little.
Sure.
All right. AJ, why don't you go first?
As you know, I'm writing the Cold War superhero movie.
Yep.
And
I can't wait for that.
I even wrote a speech about equality for Magma Man to tell in the Oval Office, broadcasting to all of America. Because it's set in the 60s, so there's like there's racial tension, and then basically the theme of the movie is being different is good, because the metaphor is Clint's change to Magma Man,
right?
And then everybody riots just like in real life right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
So it's basically right
wrote that
now,
tweet.
but in the 60s.
Well,
except it was obviously worse
God.
back then.
I hope this Oval Office speech doesn't turn out like Superman's speech in the Capitol building in BVS.
Yes.
Somebody brings a bomb.
Yes.
Please, just do that.
Oh man, they'll be like, "Oh, this son of a bitch, he's using BVS as an anchor." Oh
It's
man,
like on SpongeBob, where it's like, and he comes a giant fist.
SpongeBob to me, this is off topic, but it will always be enjoyable to watch. It is just
Yes.
fun. It reminds me of my
It's
childhood.
It's just the greatest.
Did you ever
animated
see
thing
that they
ever.
brought the creepypasta Squidward?
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
They're making a
love that.
spin-off of SpongeBob that's just Squidward, and it's going on
Are
Netflix.
you serious?
Yeah.
Are you,
Dude, this is actually really messed up. Nickelodeon's doing all these spin-offs of SpongeBob after the creator died. The creator did not want spin-offs.
he got it a
Oh.
while ago.
The creator
Yeah,
was against spin-offs.
2
He wanted
years
the
ago, I
show
think.
to be just about SpongeBob, and he didn't want to go anywhere beyond that. And then after he died,
Right.
I kid you not, like exactly 1 month after they announced a spin-off of SpongeBob as a kid.
Well, that's just companies. They
Yeah.
Yeah,
they'll
but
squeeze
still.
they'll squeeze as much money as they can out of.
I mean,
Right.
Disney's like a cold-hearted company, but at least they didn't like try to screw up whatever Stan Lee wanted.
That's true. I have differing opinions about what Stan Lee thought of the MCU, but
It's
that's just
true
me.
to an extent.
Also, Stan Lee was
Yeah.
also kind of sexist, so
I don't know. He actually was the first to give really quality
Yeah.
to superheroes.
I mean,
yeah. But I mean,
he was
like,
always
just
always
as a
speaking for
person, he
equality.
usually over-sexualized women. That was just a thing
Well-
that he would. I don't want to get
Maybe.
onto the topic.
I don't know.
I don't think that was him. That
Yeah.
was, I mean, that was like '90s writers and
Yeah, it wasn't really him. He was
Just
only
remember, this is-
around really to
I mean,
This
write
is the dude.
in the
This
60s.
is the dude who made a stripper into a superhero.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, who are you talking about?
Stripperella? You don't know who that is?
Who?
Oh my god.
Stripperella.
Oh my god.
That's a superhero that Stan Lee created.
Oh shit. I know who you're talking about.
It's just straight up a
Oh
stripper.
man.
Okay,
yeah.
to be fair,
There was an animated series,
Standard.
however, that lasted on MTV.
there were different standards back then.
It's true. But let's get back on topic.
Yeah, whatever.
Alter, what are you working on? And then I'll go last.
Okay, I got.
How do we get from that to Go ahead.
So what I'm working on, I got a few videos I'm working on script for. I got a video essay on Adult Swim.
Oh, really?
coming up. Yeah, and then I got a Beware the Batman critique of that series.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm currently writing those two videos that be like as possible because I always have my videos end up like 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
So I want them to try to be more like 20-minute videos instead of 3-minute videos. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
And got an album coming out. Everyone knows about that. I constantly bring it up. So, and I mean, I'm currently writing a script to a Batman fan film. I don't know if it'll ever actually be made, but I'm writing it.
Mhm.
I
That's
wrote
great.
a Batman script once.
You should keep doing it. I think that rides into like what I'm working on. I'm working on a series of graphic novels.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So you guys will probably be in the loop because I need opinions. But I'm working on a series called. Well, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want anyone to steal that shit.
Yeah.
So, and it's not copywritten yet, so I can't do that. But
Dude,
it's
when I
gonna
was a
be
kid,
really,
I used to
I'm
think that
looking
you
forward.
could just copyright anything by just putting
So
the
did I.
copyright symbol.
So did I. But yeah, I used to draw pictures and put the little C at the bottom of the picture and be like, "This is my shit." But
I did that too, and then a kid copied my drawing, and I had a fist fight with him at recess.
Just put TM.
Yeah, DM. But yeah.
So hold on.
What?
Okay, so I should have done this whenever we brought up Birds of Prey earlier. I'm currently actually wearing a Birds of Prey shirt.
Oh wow, I dig it though. I like it.
Yeah, that was on sale at the movie theater.
Oh,
Like
man.
everything was half off because that movie turned out like a financial failure.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
No,
bought
that movie did really good.
It did really good, but I mean it like underperformed for Warner Brothers
I
standards.
guess so.
It still won back the money.
Yeah, it got back the old. So did Justice League, but Justice League's also considered a failure.
So did Justice League. We don't talk about that. No, but so yeah, I'm working on this graphic novel series.
I don't care about the graphic novel. Make videos.
I am. I was just gonna get to that. I just wrote a script last night for a new video on.
Oh my God, you're writing scripts now?
Yeah.
On your level.
On
Trying to steal my job.
Yeah, bro. I'm working on a video about basically the stuff I really want to do this summer, the stuff I want to achieve on the channel, because obviously YouTube is not an end goal for me. It's not what I want to do with my life, but I really love making videos for people, and I enjoy it. I love superheroes. I love Batman, so I enjoy making videos. But
I got a question. Whose channel is this going up on?
It could go on all of ours.
Oh yeah, this podcast, yeah.
And we could
all of ours.
and we could link.
Forgot we were doing a podcast.
We could link each other's channels in the description of each of ours.
When are we gonna get to that whole crossover collaboration?
Oh yeah, the Batman
Batman, Joker, and Nightwing.
What the hell is that?
The whole reason we made the Discord server, you mental idiot.
I really am so confused right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop smoking.
Remember the thing I told you about?
No, I'm so confused here.
Oh my God!
Let me get through my segment, and then
you said your Joker auditions.
Dude, oh yeah. All right, let me get through my segment, and then we'll talk about that. Okay, I just want to say the reason. So I am working on an album, so that is also a part of the reason why
you got dissed.
So, hey, what's up, brother? I don't know. Is that your brother?
Yeah, that was my brother.
But yeah, I'm working on an album, so that's partially the reason why I haven't been releasing videos on the Swifty channel. That's obviously
a feature, my guy.
I know.
I mean,
you haven't sent me the rap, bro.
Those songs are some bangers right there.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm working on new stuff. I just recorded a song last night that I wrote in like 5 minutes. It's really weird. I wrote it in 5 minutes and I just recorded it, and I have the master take already. Weird.
Nice.
But
I've not heard a single song of yours yet. So
you have not, because I'm waiting for release. Hopefully midsummer. But okay, so video should be coming out tonight or tomorrow on my goals for the summer, and then I have other videos like stuff on I mean, obviously my channel's an Arkham channel, but we all know where that's headed.
I imagine being an Arkham channel in 2020. Am I right?
You'd be looking at one, bud. I'm still on Arkham.
Very, very sad.
Maybe so, but you know what? You're gonna be looking at my channel and being like, shit, he's reporting on the new Arkham game that just got released. Damn. Like,
I'm going back to my Adult Swim video essay.
But yeah, so I guess that's it. So we just got through everything that everyone's doing. Oh yeah, and I am also reading through all the Batman graphic novels. I have my pile over on the floor over there.
Dude, during my whole quarantine, I've convinced my mom to buy me like the biggest comic lot ever. Yeah. Like, it was a mystery pack of like 30 comics, and like 3 of them were signed and everything.
Damn, dude. I'm on what page?
And then I bought like a lot of like 12 graphic novels, and I've only read through one of them.
I'm reading Dark Victory right now.
I was reading Batman Gates of Gotham.
I'm literally piggybacking on one of my friend's DC Universe accounts.
I'm currently piggybacking my brother's Netflix and Disney Plus account.
Hey,
and my sister's Amazon Prime.
Hey, my parents pay for Amazon Prime and Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
Well,
I only have Netflix
my parents pay for cable, DirecTV.
Oh. Why do you have cable and DirecTV? Doesn't make any sense.
Is cable.
I mean, it's a form of cable, but is it like Xfinity or Verizon?
I mean,
no, it's just DirecTV. That's all it is.
I mean, cable is basically free. If you
I
have
don't
an
know, dude. We
antenna,
If you
paid
get an antenna,
$200
if you
Well,
have
yeah,
an
you can get an
antenna,
antenna for like $20 and get like Cartoon Network, and that's like the
because
only good network.
because there's a few channels that are instantly free.
I need HBO. I can't live without it. I need to watch some good films.
I want
What,
HBO
like-
Max. I'm about to bug my brother to get HBO
I'm not getting HBO Max until Justice League comes out.
I'm pirating
That's
everything
how-
unless they get it.
I might just get a free trial.
You
and
heard it here first.
Yeah.
I support
Just get a new-
pirates.
Just keep doing free trials.
Just get a new email for each
Yeah.
free trial.
There's a freaking
I think we're
there's
giving
this
away our
there's
plans.
a program a
Yes.
friend of mine recommended me that he uses to get Adobe Premiere free.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Because it's like a thing that constantly keeps making a new email every
have-
time. where
I
you
have
keep using
Adobe
the free
Premiere.
trial.
because
So
my
I wonder if I can try to use that program, but on HBO Max or something like that.
because my
Watch
brother,
the FBI knock on my
has it
door like a
through
minute after
college.
it's uploaded.
Oh, really?
so I just use it.
That's great. I
And-
mean, what? No better way.
I have Adobe Premiere and I have Adobe, the thing for special effects, whatever.
I got
Yeah, I know what
KindMaster
you're talking about.
Diamond on my phone.
Dude, I use that to make videos. Oh, I'm exposing myself. But
And we
I use it to make
pirated a
videos
version of
because I don't
KindMaster.
have a PC. But
I have a
I-
laptop, but
all
Dude,
my
I'm-
videos are done on my
laptop.
phone.
I'm using a laptop right now. My
Yeah.
Lenovo
I
laptop.
have a don't even know mine's Lenovo too, but I remember my graphics card is a Radeon or an AMD Radeon R4, I think is what it's
Mhm.
called.
Mine's an AMD Radeon A9. It's a new.
But mine
It's a new
mine
laptop.
like graphically it sucks, but it runs extremely smooth.
My
So I can
laptop's
play
a
like
gaming
a
laptop.
Nintendo 64
Yeah.
version of Arkham Asylum.
All right, so switching gears real quick. I think maybe we've been going on for a while. So do you want to end it soon?
I'm good with whatever.
I'm good too.
All right.
So
So I just want to switch gears since this is going on all of our channels. That
Yeah.
you know, like if you know that all three of us are primarily superhero channels,
Yes.
with the
and
exception
two of
of
us make music.
yeah, like
Even though I ranted about a musical for 3 videos,
hey, that's okay.
I ranted about
Next video is going to be a video essay on High School Musical the series.
I did a rant about that musical about the Carney guy, whatever. What was
God.
it was a few years back. The guy who made a carnival, he was a con man.
I don't.
Hugh
I
Jackman.
think. Oh yeah.
I had a lot of problems. with
Oh, do you mean the film?
Greatest Showman.
Yeah, Great Showman.
I had a lot of problems with that
Oh,
movie.
yeah. I wasn't a fan of that movie.
Well,
I
how do you-
never watched it, so I don't know.
How do you cast
I was forced to watch because my sister was obsessed with it for like 6 months.
Okay, how do you cast that guy, Hugh Jackman as that guy? That
I
guy.
mean, he was in Les Mis.
Well,
and-
I mean, have you ever seen what that guy looked like?
No,
in life?
I've never seen the movie or seen the real life stuff.
He looks
so.
more like Danny DeVito.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Ben 10.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're getting at. But yeah, no, what I was gonna say is that all of us are primarily superhero-based movies, superhero-based
Yeah.
channels, and we're not. A lot of people are commenting on all the political stuff that's been going on lately, and we're not doing
gonna
that.
do
I disagree with people who say being silent is a part of the problem because we're,
It's not.
as you all know, if you guys follow any
We
of us
don't-
on Twitter, we're vocal about all these
Yeah.
issues on Twitter. But YouTube, I mean, Twitter is probably the worst place to put this shit because it's so toxic. But YouTube
Dude,
as
I
well, I
literally-
don't want that
you
on
can't-
there.
Dude, especially like Pride Month and this whole rioting stuff going on, it's
Yeah.
just impossible to say anything
And, like,
semi-politically incorrect.
Well, I put a video on my personal channel about something like that just because it needed to be said. Like, this stuff is – I'm not even going to go into it here because it's just a waste of time. I'd rather
Yeah,
talk about it
it's
on
just-
something where I can
If you want to know my thoughts on all these things, I made like 70,000 tweets about it. Every
But,
other tweet of mine is
yeah.
like, shut up.
I mean,
I'm not even.
I know.
if you want to know what I think, be my friend. I'm not
Right.
going to talk about it otherwise.
Right.
I rarely
Because I don't
talk
have
about
Facebook.
politics unless it's
Me
with
too.
friends.
I used to be really into talking about politics on social media like Facebook and stuff.
I've done it before, but
I
people
hate
bite
talking
my head
about
off.
politics.
Yeah, like I mean, I like to think I'm schooled in the sense of I know what I'm talking about politically,
Yeah.
but people on the internet are really, really
You
self-indulgent.
can't talk about politics on the internet because everyone has the attitude I'm better than you and I know more.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
the problem.
that's just the problem
And it
with
just
this
like that
culture.
originally wasn't a problem with mine until just recently. It's just been spanned
Like,
in like the
Well,
book
that's
community.
the internet in general, though, isn't it? Everybody thinks they're better than everyone
mean,
else.
we live
Unless you're like a real person.
better than you.
We
you
live
know?
in an intolerable culture right now.
Right. I think, in my opinion, it's the worst culture the world's seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think this past century, I guess, has been probably the
Hey, at least we're not on the religious side of the internet. Am I right?
I mean, that stuff's on my
I'm openly
personal, like,
I'm openly
Facebook.
Christian and all that, but I mean,
I
just
mean,
like I know
yeah.
I'm openly, I'm open about that. It's just I respect.
I don't like bringing it up because it's not like I don't like talking about my religion. It's just I don't like being harassed.
It's not somewhere to dive in if you're a superhero YouTuber or a film commentator or something. That's somewhere. Make a separate channel.
In general, that's
right. Like
it's also
I talk about it once in a while on Twitter, but just I try and stay away from it on Twitter. I'm not afraid.
I usually
of it.
bring it up if someone's like actually like insulting it, and that's about it.
It's also it's only a thing to talk about, when you're getting to know someone.
Yeah, and like I talk about it openly on Facebook.
The only time I ever get into politics,
that's it.
or not politics, the only time I ever get into religion is when I'm actually in church, and that's about it.
I think it's so important to be involved.
Dive into my.
I think it's so important to study. I mean, this is obviously we're just talking about random stuff. This doesn't have to be about superheroes. So I think that talking about religion is integral to society as a whole. I think it needs to be talked about, but right now in this culture, it's hard to. But I think that studying
it's not
all the
I don't want to like try to insult atheists or anything, but like every single time you can't log on to like any social media site and say something like a little bit towards Christianity without some sort of atheist.
Yeah, I respect
with an agenda.
People's other views, but when you say that you're a Christian, you're usually seeing people attack Christians on social.
There's people who just make social media accounts just to harass Christianity.
Hold on one sec. You guys keep talking.
All right, let's have a conversation. This man's gone.
He's ditched us. Let's just look at the Beatles poster.
Yeah.
I'm
looking at your Supergirl poster in the back.
Yes. I got that from a guy who works at the CW.
That's sweet. I got a bunch of temporary tattoos from the CW at a Comic-Con.
I have the Crisis on Earth X exclusive poster.
That's sick. I'm at my.
Sorry, guys. We're ordering food right now because we have no food in the house because our power was out for 2 days. So
what did you order?
All the food. I ordered a cheesesteak.
Uber Eats, am I right?
No, it's this cheesesteak place right down the street. They have really dope. Oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Philly cheese.
I know.
We can't even order crap where I am. We're in the middle of literally nowhere.
You know what you guys are missing too for not being in Philadelphia? You guys are missing Tasty Cake. Tasty Cake. Like
I'm a very picky eater, all right, my guy. I like chicken. That's about it.
If you ate the crumb cakes by Tasty Cake, they have like cream filling inside, but they're a crumb cake.
That sounds amazing.
It's delicious, dude. If you're ever up this way, if you go to college, Penn State, I got to take you to like the Tasty Cake Factory in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that is the thing that I was talking to him about. I really want to go to college at Penn State because
I'm good with the education we have in Arkansas.
My profession that I want to fall back on is counseling.
Yeah.
I want to study psychology while I'm trying to figure out
If I want to, if I really want to pursue a career in entertainment, I feel like the best college for me would be the California Institute of Arts. That's where I want to go if I want to get into.
The thing is, Tarantino dropped out of high school at 16.
Yep.
And then
Tarantino was just like
and then he made Reservoir Dogs.
I think it's wrong to how do I put this? It's wrong to categorize people who have dropped out of high school as like, oh, you're nobody, you're terrible. How could you do such a thing? You can't even
just tell like anyone. Even if they dropped out of like 9th grade, you can't even say they're going to be a failure. Right. Eminem got his record deal after he dropped out of 9th grade.
Also, Steven Spielberg never went to college until later in his life.
Yeah, and like because I had the thoughts of dropping out, but I mean I'm a senior now, so I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go that route at all.
I know I bring up Eminem a lot, but Eminem dropped out of 9th grade, and he got his record label and blew up and everything. And he didn't finish high school until 2009.
He didn't finish high school until 2009?
Until 2000.
Yeah.
What?
He was like 38 years old.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
And he like.
Wait, I'm so confused.
That's kind of. I don't know how I feel about that.
He didn't like go to high school.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Did he
I was gonna say, what was he sitting in there with like 12th graders and 11th graders? Yo, I'm here to learn, dog. Like.
Dude, he made a funny skit about it though.
I think I know what you're. Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
But he didn't finish it. She didn't finish like he did. He took like a test or whatever, and I gave him a diploma.
Yeah, GED. Yeah. That's not high school. It's a little bit less than high school.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
It just says you.
Yeah.
You're smart enough to have. You're smart enough that you know basic education skills. It sucks right now though because. I mean, I'm like older than the norm person to not get their driver's license. I mean, I'm 17, and public, I released my age. No, but like I'm 17, so I've got my driver's license
next month.
I was about to get it too before this whole coronavirus thing broke out, and we stopped going to school. And there's literally a DMV 60 seconds from my house, right down the road, and I can't go there and get my damn license.
Well, dude, I'm so glad everything where I am is opening up again, bro. I miss going to like flea markets and crap and buying comics.
I want to go to a movie.
Me too.
I want to go to a movie. Also,
I don't even give a shit what it is at this point. I just want to see a movie in the theater.
Dude, fun little fact. Wonder Woman 84 would have came out today.
No, yesterday.
Oh my, yeah.
Would it be yesterday or today?
Yeah, I saw a post yesterday. It was the 4th.
No, it would be today because today's Friday and movies drop on Fridays.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it was
not all movies drop on Fridays.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen movies on Wednesdays and Tuesdays.
Well, those movies also fail.
Spider-Man Far From Home was on a Wednesday.
Yep, I saw it opening day.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Far From Home doesn't suck. But
yeah.
I'm gonna just go out. Disney, you can send me a
I'm not recording. Drop it, but
you do Dropbox or something like that. Google Drive.
No, but I've talked about most of what I want to talk about. Do you guys have anything else to add? I mean, I think.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fun. I'm fine.
All right. So, do you want me to say closing words or whatever?
Sure.
Will you lead us in closing prayer?
Heavenly Father, we pray.
Please let the Batman movie not suck.
Father, I pray in you.
To 25 likes.
All right, so guys, I just want to say thank you all for watching.
Okay, so guys, yeah.
Alter, shut up.
If this gets 2 likes, I'll drink water in my next video.
Alter, you have no right to speak at any time.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna show my face before we do this. I am.
Like, I'm the oldest looking here, but like AJ is, me and him are really close in age, but you just you sound so much older than you look, dude.
I'm 14, my guy.
I know.
It's crazy.
How are you, bro? That's weird, man. All right, so I'll say closing words. I don't know what's going on with AJ's camera. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
he was lagging. You were. I heard your audio. You were lagging.
I couldn't see you guys.
Oh, there you are. There you are. I can see you.
Dang it, Joshua, now you've. We should end this before your internet ends up screwing up. Recording stuff.
Oh,
that means the recording.
No, it's back. It's back.
Okay.
What happened to my face? Why is my face so disgusting?
We should end this before your internet ends up screwing up the whole thing.
No. All right, I'll say closing words. AJ, is your camera off?
You probably have to put these two clips together through editing.
Well, AJ, is your camera off or is it?
I think it might be off.
All right.
Well, I can see you guys.
Oh,
has it been? It said it stopped recording until you joined back. So
no,
it's
still recording.
It's just recording AJ's screen. So we're on.
So it's fine.
All right. So guys, thank you all for watching. We all three of us appreciate anybody who stayed through the whole thing.
To my PayPal. Donate to my PayPal. Alter Brap.
Obviously, I'll put my Twitter in the link below.
Yeah.
Follow us all on Twitter if you want to keep up with
my
any
Discord
news.
server. I want friends.
And
yeah, we all have Discord. If you guys care about that, maybe I'll put my link in the description.
Dude, your server's dead.
Bro, that's because I haven't been
last time
active
we
in
talked
months.
was the Batman set leaks.
Also, if you want to assassinate me on Twitter,
we've had our fair share
you're free
already
to,
of
you're free
assassinations
to.
on Twitter.
You're free to.
But
probably sent 3 death threats already.
Also give us feedback on the podcast itself. If you think it should be more
my
scripted.
Recent video, dang it! I worked so hard on my recent video, and that got like no views.
Can I get through the closing lines?
You can't.
Shut up, Alter.
Shut up! I want views.
All right, so fine. Shout out to Alterbrap. He is going to be the biggest freaking YouTuber.
Even though I'm like bigger than everyone here, I want more views.
Okay, bro. Well, all right, fine, whatever. You got your point. Okay, so let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed the podcast unscripted or you'd like us to script it more and maybe keep it a little bit more professional. Let us know. We're open to whatever people want to see.
Suck.
Yeah, tell us if all of us suck. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people in my comments saying I suck.
And tell us if Alter isn't.
I'm one of them.
But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. That'll be it, and peace out, yo.
And my life.
Yes.
See you guys. Well, I'm not gonna leave the call. You can stop recording it or whatever. We can keep talking.
Okay.